So far, we have discussed about aldehyde and ketones, and what we have discussed the method of preparation, their physical properties, and its nomenclature. Now, the next concept about aldehyde and ketones is its chemical properties, how they react chemically with different type of groups. So, in this lecture, we will discuss some of the chemical properties of aldehyde and ketones. So, starting from its general chemical reactions, and these kind of chemical reactions can be achieved because we know that aldehyde and ketones contain a carbonyl group, and carbonyl group is polar in its nature. It contains the carbon oxygen double bond, and the electronegativity of oxygen is more than the carbon. So that electronegativity difference make the carbonyl carbon electron deficient, and because of that reason, a nucleophile, because we know that a nucleophile is basically a nucleus loving species and that tend to react on the positive carbon or the positive surface. So in case of aldehyde and ketones, as we know that carbonyl carbon is here, and that carbonyl carbon is electron deficient in its nature, due to which that can be easily attacked, easily approached by the nucleophile. This is a general mechanism for the nucleophilic addition reaction to the carbonyl compounds. Generally, whatever the nucleophile we have taken, for example, Cn negative we can take, hydroxyl group we can take, right, or some other neutral nucleophile can also be taken. Whatever the nucleophile we have taken, that nucleophile will approach the carbonyl carbon at an angle of 75 degree, and that will add it to the carbonyl carbon. When it got added, for example, this is particularly a carbonyl compound, this is a case of aldehyde or ketone, nucleophile will approach this carbonyl carbon from 75 degree, and as we know that the hybridization state of this carbonyl carbon is sp2, and when this nucleophile approach it, it will form an alkoxide ion in which the hybridization of this carbon will change from sp2 to sp3, right? So this is the mechanism by which nucleophile attack on the carbon, specifically carbonyl carbon, and will form the alkoxide ion. It will be the intermediate, and then this alkoxide ion will get protonated and react with water molecule in presence of acid, and then will give rise to the addition product, that is the alcohol. Similar other different products can also be synthesized depending upon the type of nucleophile, what kind of nucleophile we have taken, and what are the conditions for that reactions. Now the important point in this particular reaction is, I was talking about the type of nucleophile, that what kind of nucleophile we can select for the reaction, we can take for the reaction. That is, here are some negatively charged nucleophiles. The hydroxide ion is here, hydride ion, a carbon ion R3C negative, alkoxide ion RO negative, cyanide ion, that is Cn negative. Similarly, we can also take neutral nucleophiles, and these neutral nucleophile include water molecule, alcohol, ammonia, amine. This is basically RNH2. We can also take R2NH, right? So amines can also be taken as a neutral nucleophile, which will give rise to nucleophilic addition reaction with aldehyde and ketones. Now we have two different molecules. We have aldehyde as well as ketones. and they have different groups associated with them. In case of ketone, we are having both R groups, and in case of aldehyde, we are having one R group and one hydrogen. So there must be some difference in their chemical properties, in their reactivities towards nucleophile. So when we discussed about their reactivity pattern, we found that aldehydes are more reactive as comparison to ketones towards nucleophilic addition reaction. And what are the factors that are responsible for this particular reason? What are the factors that make it contribution, and because of that reason aldehydes become more reactive as comparison to ketone for the reaction? So the first factor about that is steric factor. We know that in case of aldehyde, we are having only R group attached to the carbonyl carbon, and that carbonyl carbon is also attached with the hydrogen. It is the structure. And if we compare this structure with the structure of ketone, we found that it contains the R group, and here it contains the H group. It means steric crowding in case of ketone is more as comparison to aldehyde, and this steric crowding in case of ketone will slightly hinder the attack of nucleophile on the carbonyl carbon. Now this is suppose your nucleophile, and this nucleophile is going to attack on this particular carbonyl carbon, and here it will attack on this particular carbon. Now we can see that these two R groups are sterically crowding this particular carbonyl carbon to be attacked by the nucleophile. But in case of aldehyde, as we know that it contains at one side R group is there, and at one side hydrogen is here, so this side is free, and steric crowding in this case is very less. So nucleophile will attack on the carbonyl carbon from this side. So steric crowding in case of aldehyde is very very less as comparison to ketone. So we can simply say that first factor which make aldehyde more reactive as comparison to ketone is the steric factor. In case of ketone, we have more steric hindrance as comparison to aldehyde, due to which nucleophile will attack at a smaller rate on the ketone as comparison to aldehydes. Second one, for example, this is a general trend that can be seen, and this general trend is, this is acetone, this is your another ketone in which we have more steric crowding, and this is your another ketone in which we have a bulky group. This is isopropyl group, and this is isopropyl group. This is one of the isopropyl group. So when we can say that out of these three ketones, acetone is most reactive. Reason being, the steric hindrance in acetone is very less as comparison to these two ketones. If we compare these two ketones, at that time we can say that a bulky group is here in this particular ketone, but there is no bulky group at this particular position, so nucleophile will attack from this side. But if we come to this ketone, both side there is bulky group, so this particular carbonyl carbon will be sterically hindered, so the attack of nucleophile will be very very less in this case. So steric factor will contribute very high towards the reactivity of the aldehyde more as comparison to ketones. Now this is the diagram by which we can easily see that how the bulky group tend to hinder the carbonyl carbon. This is a case of aldehyde, and this is a case of ketone. We can see that this is carbon, this black, this is hydrogen, this is hydrogen, and this is hydrogen. This is the nucleophile which is going to attack on this carbonyl carbon at an angle 75 degree. This is the axis, and to this axis this particular angle is 75 degree. So we can say that this is a hydrogen, so here crowding is very less. But if we compare this structure with the structure of ketone, this is your ketone in which one CH3 group is here and another CH3 group is here. Now this is going to attack on this particular nucleophile. Now these are the two hydrogens, this hydrogen from that CH3 group and this hydrogen from this CH3 group will tend to interfere with this nucleophile, incoming nucleophile, to be attacked on the carbonyl carbon. So this is a clear picture that demonstrates that how aldehydes are more reactive towards nucleophilic addition reaction as comparison to ketones because of the steric reason. The second reason that we can use here after steric hindrance is the electronic factor. And what is that factor? Basically, if we are concerned about electronic factor, we know that carbonyl group is present in both the cases, aldehyde as well as in ketones, and this carbonyl group is polar in its nature because of the electronegativity difference. Oxygen is electronegative in its nature, so it will withdraw the electron from the carbon and it will make the carbon electron deficient. And we also know that R group has a tendency to give the electrons. This is basically an electron donating group. In case of aldehydes, we have only one R group and the second group is hydrogen. But in case of ketone, we are having two such R groups. So these two R groups will donate more number of electrons to the electron deficient carbon. Because of that reason, the partial positive charge which is appeared on the carbonyl carbon now tend to be diminished. Reason being, two electron donating groups are here, and when they donate the electron, this positive charge will be very less as comparison to aldehyde. So the second factor that contribute towards the lesser reactivity of ketones as comparison to aldehyde is the electronic factor. Means in case of ketone, we are having two R groups and the R groups are electron donating in its nature. When they donate the electron, they generally decrease the positive charge on the carbonyl carbon, and when the positive charge is decreased on the carbonyl carbon, the incoming nucleophile will now react very slowly with that carbonyl carbon. So this is another factor which makes aldehydes more reactive towards nucleophilic addition reaction as comparison to ketones. We know that beside aldehyde and ketones, there are many groups that contain carbonyl carbon, and these groups are acid halides, acid anhydrides, esters, carboxylic acids, amide, and carboxylate anion. All these compounds or the ions contain carbonyl carbon, so they can undergo nucleophilic substitution reaction or nucleophilic addition reaction depending upon their type. If we replace R or hydrogen of aldehyde and ketones with a group Y, we can draw a general trend of the reactivity of all the carbonyl compounds, and that is basically related with this group Y. So if we studied about the relative reactivities of all the carbonyl carbons, all the carbonyl compounds, because acid halide, anhydride, ester, carboxylic acid, amide, the trend of these compounds you have studied already in semester number 3rd, and in semester number 4 you are studying about the aldehyde and ketones only. So if we put all these compounds containing carbonyl group into a single category, then we come to the conclusion that acyl halides are most reactive among them, followed by acid anhydrides, then aldehyde, then ketone, then ester, and ester and carboxylic acids both are having comparable reactivity, followed by reactivity of amide, and then the least reactive is carboxylate anion. So this is the general trend. If we remove aldehyde and ketones from this particular trend, the remaining trend you have already studied in semester number 3rd. So if we insert aldehyde and ketones in this trend, the trend will become like this one. So this is the overall trend of all the compounds containing carbonyl group C double bond O. Now, how aldehyde and ketones react? Generally, the carbonyl group containing compounds can have either nucleophilic addition reaction or they may have nucleophilic substitution reaction. If this is a living group, at that time they will have a nucleophilic substitution reaction, and this is not a living group, at that time there will be addition reaction. For example, this group is being replaced by this nucleophile, so in this case we are having a nucleophilic substitution reaction. But if we apply this particular general mechanism in case of aldehyde and ketones, we find that in case of aldehyde we are having hydrogen that is replaceable, and in case of ketone we are having R group that is replaceable, and both are not good living group, they are very bad living group. So nucleophilic substitution reaction is not possible in that case. Instead, the compound will undergo nucleophilic addition reaction, and this is a nucleophile. This will attack on the carbonyl carbon and will form this alkoxide ion, and then finally that will accept H positive from the solvent and will get converted into product, and this is the nucleophilic addition reaction. So this kind of reaction can be done on the surface of aldehyde and ketones. So that's all about the general reactivity of aldehyde and ketones. From tomorrow onwards, we will discuss about the chemical reactions of aldehyde and ketones, specific chemical reactions of aldehyde and ketones.